Close your eyes and imagine this. You're a parent with a 12-year-old child who, let's say, has dyslexia. It's not that big of a deal, right? Well, to your child, it might be. They may be treated differently in school, treated like they can't do anything themselves, like they're stupid. You tell them that they're smart and that you're proud of them, and they don't believe you. They can't believe you because your voice doesn't surpass the voice of all the other teachers, students, and members of administration, silently telling them maybe they'd be better off with a classroom with others like them. I think this has to change. Having learning difficulties is a lot more common than you might think. Up to 10% of the population is affected by conditions such as dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and ADHD, according to a survey done by UCL in 2013. If you're a student, your classroom probably has at least 1 or 2 students persevering with the daily struggle of living with one of these conditions. But as most people believe, any child with any sort of disability should be treated normally. Unless they have aggressive tendencies or are seen as a threat, a child should be taught with the same treatment as their friends. They'll feel included and normal. Wouldn't you want that? And already we're starting to make a change towards this issue. According to a survey done by the U.S. Department of Education in 2004, 6 out of 10 students spend at least 80% of their class time in a regular classroom. But obviously, this debate is not a one-sided argument. Some people believe a child is set up to fail in a classroom situation. They say students who have learning disabilities are forced to learn material at a quicker pace than they can grasp. While that may be true for some students, it is still a fair shot, as most people can learn the curriculum with just a little extra push. Did you know some of the world's smartest people have had a learning challenge? For example, Steven Spielberg has dyslexia and has produced some of the world's most popular and well-recognized movies, including Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. He even helped me with this TED Talk by giving me this quote: "You are not alone, and while you will have dyslexia for the rest of your life, you can dart between the raindrops to get to where you want to go. It will not hold you back." Ladies and gentlemen, Steven Spielberg is a genius, and he's absolutely right. But we can't put all this weight on the students. The Constitutional Rights Foundation believes teachers should be trained in and use a wider variety of teaching methods in the classroom, such as peer tutoring and oral tests, strategies every student can benefit from. They offer an intellectual experience and help those with trouble on paper. Then, may I add, the schools may even have some cash left over, having less help needed for a special education team. The special education team, as in the trained teachers, could help students meet standard expectations while helping them learn in the process. They could say, for example, if the class is doing reading activities and a child with dyslexia, a condition that makes it harder to read, but not impossible, could be participating with the same book. For instance, they could have a reading aid, someone reading to them, or be reading in groups. That way, the child can still be participating in regular classroom activities and be learning in the process. Well, what about your part? I think everyone should review the word disabled. People often assume any person with a lifelong challenge is going to have a less successful life than anyone else. Let me catch that thought. That's ridiculous, as many people with challenges in life go on to become singers, like Justin Timberlake, who has OCD, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and ADD, attention deficit disorder. Artists, did you know Beethoven started losing his hearing at 26? Or even the genius of the century. Scientists speculate Albert Einstein most likely had dyslexia, though he has left us with the world's most known equation, E=mc². So do me this favor. If you know or have someone in your classroom, workplace, or generally anywhere else, please don't think of them as incapable. Don't think you can do better than them or have generally lower expectations, because they are capable. And if you're struggling, keep your head up high and keep at it, because you are capable of good grades, education, and a great life. Thank you.